Welcome, Aries. Hello. This is going to be your 222 portal energy reading. The angel number 222 is usually in reference to trust and allowing, letting go, letting the universe be your guide, and following your intuitions wherever they may lead. We are going to get you some oracle cards to start off the base of the spread. This is going to be the Wisdom of Avalon oracle deck. And for Aries, please, Spirit, what does Aries need to know right now about this 222 energy? We have got the number 44 card, letting go. That is very on message with this. We have got the number 22 card, the Deer, gentleness and diplomacy. And one more, please, for Aries, Spirit. What does Aries need to know? We have got the Water Fairy, number 28, feelings and emotions. The number 44 card, letting go. This can be in reference to letting go of expectations or letting go of how we feel like things should be going or things should be unfolding. Sometimes allowing the universe to let things unfold in a way that maybe was unexpected can be a fulfilling surprise, a surprising, happy unfolding of things that was unexpected. This card can also be in reference to the need to let go of some sort of old thought or feeling, some old paradigm or process that is no longer serving your intentions at this time. It can say to go with the flow and let things happen, or it can say it can indicate the need to let go of something that's no longer serving you. The number 22 card, the Deer card, gentleness and diplomacy. The Deer card shows up when there is a need to handle something with a little bit more tact and a little bit more grace. The Deer steps gingerly over rocks or uneven terrain in order to keep its balance. So this card comes in when there's a need to handle a situation a little bit differently with a little bit more tactics and diplomacy. And the number 28 card, the Water Fairy, definitely comes in with a lot of emotional support and a lot of emotional flow. Again, this card can have a couple of different meanings depending on what the situation is. But a lot of the times this card is asking us to remember that we are not our feelings, we are the ones experiencing them. And feelings can be powerful for manifestation. So the card is kind of asking us to consider our feelings, consider whether or not what we're feeling is really what we would want to be manifesting, or if it's time to let some feelings flow on down the stream. We're going to get you some tarot cards in order to shed a little bit more light on this situation and get some clarity for you from Spirit. This is going to be the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck. What does Aries need to know about this situation? Can you give us some specifics and some clarity, please, my friends? For Aries. On the letting go card, we have the Hierophant coming up. The Hierophant usually representing some sort of institution or official situation. It is sometimes in reference to the institution of marriage. It's often interpreted that way. But it can really be any more official thought process. It's also sometimes in connection to religious organizations. But let's see what else. We've got the Ten of Wands. So we have a lot of effort and work that's gone into something, and the labors are nearly at a completion. You can see the person here in the Ten of Wands is carrying home his harvest with him, and he is nearly there. So the work is nearly complete. We have the Five of Wands coming up on the Deer card. So yeah, some kind of conflict that took place or is taking place that is requiring a little bit more diplomacy and gentleness at this time. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Abundance. She's the Queen of Resources. It's also in an Earth energy. So potentially Earth signs. We have got the Ace of Swords coming out on the Water Fairy. So definitely there's some new clarity coming through, some new thought process or some new truth coming through on an emotional situation. Some new insight perhaps. And coming in with the King of Pentacles. So we now have the King and Queen of Pentacles. So it's definitely an energy of power, influence, and strength here with the King and Queen of Pentacles together, and definitely a lot of Earth energy. Interesting. Potentially, maybe this is a financial situation or a situation involving property or some kind of abundance. What else for each of these, Spirit? What can you let us know? What can we tell Aries about this? We've got the Seven of Swords coming up on this. So the Seven of Swords is, it can be lying, cheating, or stealing. And it can also be the need to steal your swords back from a situation before it can be used to do any further harm, in connection with the letting go, with the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. The Seven of Swords definitely feels connected to the Deer card over here, the need for some sort of different tactic of more gentleness and diplomacy. It's almost asking you to use a different tactic here. Either that, or perhaps it's asking you to let go of an old tactic or an old paradigm, an old thought process. With the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands, maybe it's something that you worked hard at for a long time and it's just not something that was worked out hard for a long time, and you feel like it was a shady situation. Maybe let's find out more. Judgment coming in on this conflict situation, and the Queen of Pentacles. So something or someone here, either yourself or a situation, being risen up and taking on a new form of life. It seems like the Judgment card, you can see the people in the card are being risen up from the grave into a new life, a new spiritual awakening, a new spiritual plane. Perhaps this conflict has given birth to more abundance for you. And the Lovers coming up on the end over here. So some sort of choice that needs to be made, or some sort of, coming together. And this one wanted to pop out as well. It really did jump at me, so we're going to use it. It's the Nine of Pentacles, a card of independence and financial stability and beauty and attractiveness. I'm gonna look at it for a second and feel into it. Hang on. Aries, it's sort of telling me a story over here of like letting go of a situation that was an official situation. So it could have been a falling out with a workplace it was an official workplace, or a marriage, or some institution, even a community or something, that it was like you felt like you put a lot of work and effort into cultivating it, and like like you were almost there with it, but there was something that was shady about the situation or didn't feel good, some sort of trickery happening or something that didn't feel right about the situation. In the center here, it feels like the Deer energy, whatever the conflict was over that, Spirit asking you to handle that situation with diplomacy and a little bit more gingerly. It may be that there's conflict over some abundance and resource, or it's asking you to step into a more abundant frame of mind with the Queen of Wands to really accept your own abundance. She also looks very peaceful. I'll bring it back up so you can see it. Like, she looks like she's at peace rather than the conflict that's happening here. They're just two cards with very different energies. And the Judgment on top of it is raising you up to a whole new level after having gone through this conflict, being raised up to a new sort of life. This, and the spread over here, the energy almost feels like Spirit is asking you, you've got the Water Fairy card down, which is definitely like flowing emotions. And it's almost, but with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, it's almost like it's asking you to take a more practical or thoughtful clarity approach, a more practical, grounded approach to this situation, rather than letting your emotions overrun the situation. With the Lovers, making the choice to think about it differently with a new kind of clarity. And that's really letting you be independent from the situation. It's really bringing on the Nine of Pentacles over here, which is financial independence and attractiveness, and really just being set free from being dependent on another energy or work or whatever the situation is for you. It's kind of the story that I'm feeling off of the cards. I'm going to get you one more card from the Whispers of Healing Oracle. What is your advice, Spirit, for Aries working with this energy for the 222 portal? What can we let Aries know that will be most helpful for them to know right now? You've got the number 1 card, Receive Healing. Yeah, you can see with this card, the angel coming in has got the medical symbol in her hand there for bestowing a healing upon someone. And the angel's wings are all rainbow color. They're really all representing the different chakras. And maybe pay attention if there was a particular color in the wings that stood out to you first. Maybe take a look at or consider that particular chakra. This card is really asking us to look within and recognize where there may be places that healing needs to transpire or take place. It's asking us to recognize our inner needs and to embrace them and go ahead and begin the process of that. And it's also, with an angel coming in, it's letting you know that you're not alone in the healing process at all, that they, your angels or your guides, whatever you work with, are there for you and coming in with messages of healing and additional energy to help you through the process. Thank you for that reinforcement, Spirit. We appreciate you. And yeah, Aries, it looks like whatever is needing to be let go of and whatever emotions need to be blown down or let flow away, Spirit is coming in to help you out with some additional energy to work with it and letting you know to just handle the situation gently and with diplomacy in order to get the best judgment out of it. Making that choice for yourself with the Lovers card, it really is leading to a more independent, more stable, and more peaceful situation for you moving forward. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the messages. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here, and we will see you later. Bye.